first if there's no accident.
I think they're going to have a hard time, even though Logano has a big run, getting back Kurt and Kyle Busch right here. I don't know. Looks like they might have a run. They do.
Back down, come back down, come back down.
Cut the other way. Half a lap to go. Here comes Stewart in the 33 as Logano goes to the point. 3 wide in turn 4. A squeeze to the outside wall. Trouble in the corner. Hard, vicious crash. Who gets through to win the race? Caution flag has just been called. The race leader is James Butcher in the 30 car. Unbelievable. A heavy, heavy crash in the final corner of the race. Kyle Busch's car. Trevor Bayne. Ricky Stenhouse.
One car up and slams the wall. Drifts down in front of traffic, but he's going to be able to keep going. Is that Yaley?
Yeah, Yaley, the 18 car. We have no caution, though, and NASCAR's trying to get him to get down and get off the racetrack. We got a battle for the lead down the backstretch, though. Kyle Busch in the 5, side by side with Clint Boyer under 21.
Watching him, watching the flag man. No sign of yellow. Busch has the lead. Boyer wants it. Here comes Benson. They are almost 3 wide as they come off the corner. No caution. Here come the leaders. Boyer holds it. Busch is right with him. 4 cars under a blanket.
2 by 2 with 2 to go.
And Yaley is off the racetrack. He's out of harm's way. Here they come, and Kyle Busch is going to try to hold him off. Boyer taps.
Oh, they're sideways. Look at Robbie Gordon on the high side. He gets all 4 cars, all the leaders.
Caution comes out as Michael Waltrip makes the pass.
Now remember, the field was frozen when the caution came out, but the cars that caused the caution, they are not able to stay on the lead lap or get the free pass.
Larry, as I saw it looking across the track, at the moment the starter lifted the caution flag, Michael Waltrip had passed those cars to take the lead.
Dale Earnhardt leads Rusty Wallace as the white flag comes out. 1 more lap to go, and Martin is way up high and hits the wall and shoves Rusty down to the middle of the track.
Man, oh man.
And Irvin is there right on Earnhardt's bumper, and Irvin goes to the inside of Dale Earnhardt.
And the white flag is out. Here comes Martin. He's going with Ernie. Spencer going on the inside as well.
Irvin has the lead as they go down the backstretch. Jimmy Spencer fans out to 3 wide. Rusty Wallace goes 4 wide. Here they come.
Earnhardt is off pace. He might be running low in gas.
Dale Jarrett trying to get through. He's moved into a battle for 3rd position.
Earnhardt apparently is running out of gas in the turn.
He shuffled way back. Here they come off the 4th corner. Ernie Irvin leads them down now. Is he going to win the Winston 500? Jimmy Spencer is 2nd. They come through the tri-oval. Checkered is waving. Ernie Irvin wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne and flips wildly right at the start-finish line. Very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona. What a way.
Yeah, he's moving. I see him moving around in the car. I saw it there. We see his head moving around.
Yes, we do.
Thank God.
Now here is what happened.
Okay, there's Rusty and Dale Jarrett running side by side. Earnhardt comes down on the inside, trying to draft Rusty and go right out of the picture, and it looks, there he is. Earnhardt right up on the back bumper of Rusty, and he does touch him.
That's
and
why
around he goes, and that's one reason that Dale Earnhardt went down there.
That's why he was so concerned, because he touched Rusty Wallace to start this situation, it looks like.
And the car overturns about 6 or 7 times, pirouetting on its nose, end over end, side over side, comes to a rest on its wheels between the start-finish line and turn 1. He'll get the white flag this time around. There's Earnhardt lurking in 2nd position off of corner 4. Terry Labonte gets the white flag, but still has this traffic to contend with.
Jeff Levine had to come in for a splash of gas or a flat tire or something.
Now let's see, they're down to 4 or 5 car lengths.
And a slow car right around Earnhardt. He's right on his back bumper.
Let's see what strategy he pulls. Oh, Labonte is sideways but wins the race, crashes, and he Labonte crossed the line sideways, took the checkered flag, hit the wall, and still comes out the winner of the Goodies 500 over Dale Earnhardt. How about that?
Well, only a fitting ending to the night.
That's exactly right. And here is the final corner.
I think Earnhardt gave him just a little bit of a tap, then backed off and let him tried to let him get straightened out, but it was too far gone.
And he'll have his shot at winning. Yeah, Jamie Murray had a good run there, and he got a nice push from Brian Vickers, but he pushed him too far. Shelby 3 wide, and for second, here they go.
The 88 on the high side getting the push from Vickers. Here comes Harvick saying, I remember this guy. I'll dance with him.
Yeah, but don't forget about Boyer on the bottom there.
Vickers right behind him. Boyer now has the 27 as his partner, and Scott Wimmer.
White flag.
White flag. Here we go. Harvick in front. Can he make NASCAR history and win both ends of a nationwide Sprint Cup doubleheader in one day?
He's going to have to fight them off from both sides right here. He's got cars coming each way. McMurray with a head of steam.
McMurray, oh, look out, little contact with a 32. McMurray says, hey, I was in front the last time. You took it away from me earlier today. He's going to try and take it away from me.
He's hung in the middle. Here he goes.
Keselowski got trouble now. Keselowski's got on the hard side. Look out, they're going to go around.
Behind.
Oh, big crash. Oh, and up into the wall. Look out. The caution is out. The race will finish. And it looks like Brad Keselowski is going to get the race win.
Bring it here. Bring it here.
This is going to be the training video for what not to do on a green-white checker.
Back to racing. Green-white checkered in the Truck Series.
Look at Shane drive to the inside. He wants to make sure Bobby doesn't drive to the inside of him. Got a great start. Look at Bobby go to the outside.
This is it. This is it. Here we go. It's incredible.
Side by side as they come out of turn number 2. Bobby Hamilton on the outside. Shane Meal on the inside. It's a drag race down the backstretch.
Kenny, he told us he couldn't do it on the outside.
But we knew he could. It's not over. Shane could drive. Oh, caution flag.
Caution flag flies as we have problems in turn number 2. 1 and 2, it looks like Terry Cook having problems in the 10 as well as the 12 of Robert Huffman.
We did not get white flags, so we will have, maybe for the last time ever, a second green-white checker when this race restarts.
Now, here's the scenario I seen. Bobby Hamilton showed Shane Mill his ace up his sleeve. He said, okay, I'm going to the outside. Now, is Shane going to move high? And if he moves high, is that Square D truck strong enough to go low? We know it's going to be a race now.
I think he needs to go to the middle of the racetrack and block both lanes, Skinny.
Well, no, you know what? That sounds funny, but that's true. That's probably what Shane needs to do, go right in the middle of the racetrack.
Terry Cook, and it looks like Chase Montgomery in the 8 gets into the back of Terry Cook. He goes spinning up. Terry Cook into the wall. Chase Montgomery is able to save it, stay out of the wall, but you see the 12 of Robert Huffman getting caught up in that. Robert had a great run tonight.
He sure did. With career best finish last week in the top 10, and unfortunately Terry Cook spun around right in front of him. Robert had absolutely nowhere to go, but Terry Cook was trying to race. He was on the lead lap racing for position. Chase Montgomery was on the inside also racing for position. Terry came down a little bit. They made some contact, and around Terry went.
Remember, we saw what Bobby Hamilton tried to pull off on this restart. Shane Meal, he brought him down so slow, Kenny. I think that's why he spun the wheels. Let's see how he does this time.
A lot better start for Shane Meal that time. Bobby Hamilton tucks right in behind him as they work their way into turn number 1.
Ooh, Shane got a really good start right now, but here he goes again.
Bobby drives to the outside. He pulls up beside him again, Kenny.
My gosh, this is incredible. They're big.
Oh, they hit the wall. Bobby Hamilton up almost on 2 wheels and into the wall. The caution's going to fly again. Chad Chaffin will move into the top spot.
But we haven't got the white flag yet. We will have another green-white checker.
I knew it was going to happen. I drew the picture. I said, your leader is a young kid. You got the veteran on the outside. They are still wrecking as we look at
Bobby Hamilton right now is wide open. Wide open. Turning into Shane Meal.
Okay. Bobby Hamilton can't see anything right now. He's got smoke flying out of that truck.
Chad Chapman can win the race for the boss.
Into turns 1 and 2. Chad Chaffin with a pretty comfortable lead over David Starr. And now Starr reels him back in as they go down the backstretch.
Chad gets off the corner pretty well. Look at David Starr.
Whoa!
Oh, got another crash.
Here we go again.
Up on the side. That's the 14 of Rick Crawford sliding sideways down the backstretch.
Oh, Lord.
Unbelievable.
Andy Houston and Rick Crawford getting into it coming out of turn number 2. And now the safety crews will immediately get out and try to take care of the 14 of Rick Crawford.
Green flag flies and we'll try it again.
Good clean start for Chad Chaffin. He opens out about a truck length lead on David Starr as he goes down to turn number 1.
I think these guys are thinking right now, we've been taught, we've been trained, let's just get this thing finished.
And they need to get to the white flag. If they're able to get all the way around, the leader takes the white flag, this race will end. Now the race is for the white flag here for Chad Chaffin, but also, if they make it through the white flag, they're going to be racing for that checkered. And right now, David Starr reeling in the 18 of Chad Chaffin.
Trying oh so hard, got a little bit loose there down there in 3 and 4 right in the center. Chad Chaffin takes the white flag, last lap.
1 to go for Chad Chaffin. David Starr right behind him, looking to claim his second victory ever in the Craftsman. Right there.
Here we go again.
Moves him out of the way, and David Starr moves in front as they go down the backstretch. Your series points leader, Dennis Setzer, right behind David Starr as they go down the backstretch, and Setzer is going to be looking for a victory as well.
It's not over. Let's watch it. They go in the corner.
Look at Ted Musgrave drive to the outside of Dennis Setzer, but David Starr's loving it. They're side by side behind him.
David Starr in the Spears Manufacturing number 75 Chevrolet comes out and wins race number 2 of his career.
What a tremendous race here. David Starr used the bumper, got Chad Chaffin out of the way. This is going to be the training video for what not to do on a green-white checker.
White flag flies one more time around.
Norm's holding on to her. Jimmy Weller's right there, the 0-7. That is the battle. 57 right now has it for 5th.
Here comes Norm Benning trying to make it into the most historic truck race he's ever been a part of. In front of this pack, the 54, but the slide job once again by Greenfield. Can they hold on? They're door to door, side by side.
Come on,
Benning
Norm.
hangs on. That's the final transfer spot.
Norm was not going to be denied. That's what I'm talking about right there. And that's what you're going to see when they have the final 40 laps here at Eldora. You can hear the crowd. They're louder than they've been all night.
White flag, 1 lap to go.
Coming to the white, man. Coming to the white. Single foul behind him.
Front 4, single foul. Here they go. They got to go. They got to get Mark moved. They got to move him somehow.
He gets back to that yellow line right around the bottom, all the way through turn 1 and 2.
Mark Martin is driving the race of his life. And there's nobody that's better at holding people off at Daytona.
And Kyle Busch lagged back a little bit. Is he going to get help? Is he going to come? He's looking.
Back behind you.
He almost squeezed Harvick into the wall, and here comes Harvick, the 29, with Matt Kenseth.
Oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
And Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line. Big crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500. We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they
Montoya.
are still wrecking. Montoya, Stremme, Kenseth, Biffle, Marlin, Carl Edwards, Casey Mears all crashed on the final lap.
I don't think he'll hit anything on this last half mile. Of course, he's been dodging bullets all day long. Tommy Houston pulls up alongside Mark Martin. Tommy looks like he thought the race was over, but Tommy better stay out there for one more lap.
Yeah, that reminds me of Cale Yarborough at
Daytona
when Richard Petty won his 200. There was a couple of laps to go, and Cale drove in the pits.
And who ended up finishing second?
I finished 4th. I think he beat me. I think I finished 4th that day. But here comes Mark Martin. He's coming. What's he doing?
He's coming down pit road. Wait a minute, Mark. The race is not over.
And Mark
Martin
pulled off.
in. David Green was winning this race.
David Green is going to win the race. as Mark Martin has pulled down pit road.
I don't believe it.
Have you ever seen a situation? I mean, the white flag was waving so clearly.
Remember Daytona when Cale and Richard had that wonderful battle to the line for the caution flag on the white flag, and Cale pulled down pit road? Remember we told you Mark Martin had a radio problem, radio coming in and out. He probably could not hear the crew, and he's trying to talk now to the crew as he pulls back on the racetrack. And David Green will get his second career Busch Grand National victory.
And David's not taking any chances. He's going to run another lap just to make sure.
And so is Tommy Houston.
Does Santa Claus come in March or April? We're in April
today.
Isn't that something?
Again, Darnell has 2 truck length lead over Johnny Benson. He's taken over second.
Benson's gaining on him. Ty Bodine makes another move on the inside of the 6 truck.
Final lap, inside of 2 miles to go. We're riding along with Colin Brown.
Oh, we got a spin.
Problems in turn number 1.
No
Sliding
caution.
is Ron Hornaday.
No caution. These guys are racing back. No caution.
Ron Hornaday off the racetrack. The field gets through 1 and 2. They stay green. Eric Darnell tries to hold off Johnny Benson. Here he comes looking to the bottom of the racetrack.
Johnny goes right down to the bottom.
What a great job by Eric Darnell. Here comes Ty Bodine.
Johnny Benson looking to the inside. It's door to door as they come to the start-finish line. Johnny Benson trying to get it. He's going to go across the start-finish line. They were almost identical across the start-finish line. We still haven't seen as they have updated the scores.
We couldn't tell. We're right on the start-finish line, and we could not tell who won the race.
They're going to have to go to the camera. They're saying it was that close to find out who won this race. Johnny Benson and Eric Darnell were side by side when they went across the start-finish line.
Let's see what we have on our camera right here. Here comes Johnny Benson. He's on the inside right against the gravel.
And Johnny Benson right now has the edge.
But not for long. Here comes Darnell with the momentum on the high side, getting that side draft to the line.
Closing in on the start-finish line.
Eric Darnell.
A dead heat.
I think it's Eric Darnell by
I don't know if Johnny Benson might not get the nod here. This right here may be the closest finish ever in the history of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are awesome. Good job.
Climbing, Eric Darnell gets the win in win number 2 for Darnell.
Well, YouTubian buddies, it's been a long, hard journey, but the moment is finally here. When you see the magic box, you will see the top 10 OMG NASCAR finishes ever. I promise you, you'll not be disappointed.